How's it going, everybody? My name is Rexshop, and I'm a content creator mainly on Twitch. And pretty much almost every single stream, I get somebody that comes in and they ask, how is your stream so beautiful, so fluid, so solid with the stream setup that you have? So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you my OBS settings and see if this could benefit you guys who are like me and don't have the top of the line computer. So this is going to be just a tutorial / educational video of OBS settings for people with lower end budget gaming rigs. Now, first of all, I also want to apologize for my voice. I did lose my voice yesterday, but I feel like this is a topic that is so important that I feel like I still need to make this video to help out the community and get everybody's streams in the right order. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just dive right into the settings on it. So here we are into my OBS settings. Now, if you're a streamer and you've streamed on OBS before, then you already know what to do here in your general section. You already know what to do here in your stream section. But let's go ahead and talk about actually what's going to produce that quality. So here in the output section, you switch the output mode to advanced. Output mode is going to be in advanced. Under streaming, leave all of this stuff is pretty much going to be default. I'm going to tell you the things that I did change. Encoder. If you're going to be using a NVIDIA style graphics card, I highly recommend that you use the NVENC, the new one. The new NVENC has been such a great feature. It has been added for us NVIDIA graphics card users, man. We're blessed to have this and we need to take advantage of it. So if you're using any style of NVIDIA graphics card, I strongly recommend that you encode from here. Unless, I want to say this, unless you have a really good CPU, then go ahead and use the X264. But if you're watching this video, pretty sure that doesn't apply to you. So we're going to go ahead and just use this regular NVENC, but we're going to use the new version of it. Rate control is going to be CBR. Your bit rate, you know, if you've streamed before, you know that your bit rate is based upon your internet's upload speed. Keyframe interval, we want that to be set to 2. Preset, we're going to put that on low latency as well. And then profile is going to be on main. Keep your GPU on 2. And I believe max B frames is 2 by default. If not, we want to put that on 2 as well. If you go into the audio tab, you guys should know how that works. Your desktop audio is going to be pretty much where all your sound is going to come from. And then, of course, you have your mic as well. Now let's go into the video section of it. Your base canvas resolution. That's pretty much the base size resolution of your monitor. So like me, I have a 1080p monitor, so I keep that on 1920 by 1080. But I'm going to downscale that. Here, my output resolution, I'm going to drop that down to 720. Now, a lot of people think that to have the prettiest stream, you need to have 1080p, 60 frames per second. That is not the case. A good-looking stream can be in 720. It could actually be at 30 FPS, but what you want it to be is locked at 30 FPS. As long as you're not having any hitching or any tearing, no one's going to really know the difference. You could look at a 720 stream that are running at 30 FPS and it would almost look identical to someone that's running a 1080p 60 FPS. I'm gonna go ahead and emphasize that almost identical, as long as there is no hitching and no tearing. Now, as far as the tearing goes, when you come down to the downscale filtering of it, you want to use the bicubic measuring of it. You want to use bicubic because that's going to make it so whenever you're turning your camera in game and you're moving stuff around, it's not going to look like there's going to be tears in the screen. It's not going to look so blurry. It's going to still have that clear image. So we're going to do, of course, bicubic, and I choose myself to run at 30 FPS. Some guys can pull off 60 FPS on a budget, budget computer, a budget gaming rig. But for me, I want to focus on stability, so I lock it at 30 FPS. And then we're going to go ahead and skip hotkeys because You don't need hotkeys in this tutorial. We're gonna go into the advanced set of it. Now I want to talk about process priority. This section right here. Process priority is something that you could tune to benefit yourself depending on what game that you're playing. If it's a more intensive game on your computer, you might want to adjust this, but I don't recommend it. I recommend trying your best to keep your process priority on normal. But let's give an example that you play a game like I'm trying to think of a highly CPU intensive game. Middle Earth Shadow of War is a very, very CPU intensive game. Now, if you are running this game and streaming it, potentially your game may lag. If your game starts to lag, you might want to drop your process priority down. That's going to take the stress off of OBS and focus it more on the game. That way your game doesn't lag as much. Now, that may cause OBS to start lagging. Now, consider the fact that you're playing a game and your stream is lagging a little bit. You're skipping frames. You might want to bump the process priority to above normal or high. Now, the result of this could be that your game may start lagging. So you kind of see where there are pros and cons with the process priority. I recommend doing whatever it takes to just keep this on normal. But just know that this is an option out there to switch. Video, I believe this is all default, but I also want to enforce that I want you to have this checked, guys. Force GPU as the render device, because most of us with budget low grade gaming rigs don't have a really strong CPU. We're gonna use our graphics card to back up what is lacking in our CPU. So make sure that you have this checked, guys. And then audio, that's default. Stream delay, if you want to have a stream delay, you know how to set that up. I don't think there was much else really to it, guys. So overall, mainly what you want to do is follow these settings, man. CBR, 2 on your keyframe intervals, low latency, main profile, 0 GPU, 2 max B frames. Set your base resolution, downscale it to 720, put it on bicubic. Have your FPS locked at 30 if you want it to be really stable. If you can pull it off at 60, I say go ahead and do it. But be mindful. Be mindful if you want it to be as clear as possible and as stable as possible. It might be better to lock it at 30. And then keep in mind the knowledge of the process priority. It might be something that you might need to do depending on what game you're playing. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my settings. There's not a whole lot to it, but this is what works for me, and I hope this works for you. Guys, if this works for you, if you like the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know if this works for you. And let me know what else I could possibly do to deliver tutorials and educational videos that may help you guys out in streaming. If you guys ever run into any questions or anything about streaming, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, any way possible, Discord, any way possible that you could reach out to me. I am more than willing to help out anyone. I will never turn down anyone at all when it comes to helping anybody. So I hope that this video gave some insight to how to stream on a lower end gaming rig. But for now, this is Rexshop signing out. Guys, peace out, man.